What's up, everyone? Welcome back to YGC and our first official basketball talk episode. I'm here, Bruce is here, Brandon's here for the first time ever. Chuka, welcome to the pod. How you doing, bro?
Feeling good, ready to talk some ball, man. I'm gonna
Okay.
have some good takes. So as long as the questions is good, I got y'all. Don't even trip.
The skincare routine is dropping. After the video, y'all gotta subscribe.
Yeah,
Chuka
I
got
don't
y'all,
gatekeep.
man.
I got y'all. I don't gatekeep nothing. So y'all need that. I got it.
All right, Bruce, this is more your expertise, this sport, so I'm gonna pass it on to you.
I'm not really an expert, I'm a regular dude and all that. But
We know.
all right. So let's get into some NBA topics. Let's really state the elephant in the room. I know how we currently see a lot of bigs and think like probably top five, couple of top five players are bigs. And is the bigs really taking over the NBA? Is it no longer a guard league?
Nah, it's not a big league. I'm not jacking it.
You know?
Not yet. I think
would say not yet.
Yeah. I think Jokic got a lot of y'all fooled. All right, he got a lot of y'all fooled. That's not a big. That is a point. That's a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward. He do everything. That's not a big. Joel Embiid's not carrying a team to the finals like that. Giannis, I'm sorry, he's not doing it again. He's not. I don't believe in that playoff run he had. He got a really favorable matchup in a lot of those rounds, but he did show out against the Suns, which was a good matchup for him. So congrats to him on that. But other than that, I feel like all the faces of the league, like LaMelo is a face for the league for the kids, Ja, SGA, Steph, and like bigs don't really have that they don't have that aura that you really gravitate towards. You feel me? So like I don't know. I still think it's a guards league, and but Jokic is in he different. He's different.
Now, like within like a couple years when Chet and Wemby get nice, would it be like that? Because now it's like 7-footers are like 7-footers are becoming a trend now to like pick up because they're getting more versatile.
Yeah, I'm not buying the Chet stock yet. Not doing it. Not doing that one. But Wemby, give him 40 games. Forget it. Yeah, give him 40 games, man.
Wemby's nice. Okay, we're on the same page with Wemby.
Yeah. Wemby
I'm a big believer in Wemby.
He's a dog.
I know he's gonna have a lot of hate, and anytime he has a bad game, it's gonna be under a microscope. But all the all-time greats get treated like that, and I think he has the potential to possibly be that.
But Pete, though, here's the thing: a bad game from Wemby, he still might have 3 blocks and 2 steals and 11 rebounds. He just might shoot bad. So it's like he affects the court in so many different ways. A bad game for him don't really he can still impact winning. You feel me? So I feel like people need to look more than just like the 3 balls and the shooting percentage. Like if you're getting me 3 blocks and 2 steals, I don't care what else you do, man.
Yeah.
And his presence too, just being that big, like he's gonna mess up a whole bunch of jump shots. He's gonna force a lot of bad shots. He's just gonna tower over people, man. It's really impossible to stop it.
He looks like he belongs.
Oh yeah. I want to see that matchup against Porzingis though. Like that's gonna be interesting. I want to see 2 7'3" people go at each other.
What's gonna be interesting about it? What's gonna be interesting?
Who's more talented right now, Porzingis or Victor Wembanyama?
Who's more talented right now?
Wemby is more talented than Porzingis, bro.
Porzingis is more polished and he's stronger. Come on,
polished, bro.
Yes,
he can't dribble as like Wemby. Wemby could dribble better than him.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Wemby could shoot better than him.
Against the Rockets, Wemby had one move. It was an out of bounds play. He had Dylan Brooks guarding him. He hit him with a fake spin off to the middle, jabbed back to the corner, and hit a fadeaway jump shot on him. I was like, that's different. Like that footwork and the mentality it takes to do that is different. So I don't know. Porzingis, he a good shooter. You get boards, you get blocks, cool, all that. But it's just like the little things that you can't really teach. I think Wemby got him beat there, bro. I think he do, for real.
All right. And then I want to see Wemby go up against Jokic and Embiid as well, too. Like there's certain players.
Those are bigger bodies, bro. They're gonna.
Well, that's when Zach Collins comes in, and you're gonna need him to play a big role. Like you're gonna need another big next to Wemby too. He's not just gonna be your primary big. He's more of a 4, maybe even a 3, depending on how much he develops. But Yeah, I still have questions about him. I'm not 100% sold yet. In
Well,
terms of the
that's
big
fair. Like,
questions,
start to
though,
play the games.
yeah, nah, it's early. Do you
Yeah,
think you need a big to win a championship? In well, obviously it's a
and both conferences, yes,
you need a
you
big,
do.
like a
You
dominant
need
big.
somebody. You need somebody to stop Giannis, and you need somebody to stop Jokic.
I mean, can you just outscore him with like a De'Aaron Fox, well,
Mm,
a Kings team, a Warriors team?
Yeah, Warriors team. If you guys can hit on threes, because threes are better than twos. But bro, if you don't got the 3-point down pack like the Warriors, you're not being them by outscoring them. They're gonna just out physic you in the paint, out rebound you, and push
I
the
think
ball.
I think
Especially Jokic, he's gonna
Milwaukee.
push the ball.
I think
Mhm.
I think you can outscore Milwaukee, even with Dame there now. I think it's possible for like a team like Boston.
Nah,
I
with
think they can.
Dame there,
I think it's still possible though. I think Boston matches up well with them, but in the West, that's the thing with the Nuggets. It's hard to outscore them on top of everything else. Like if that's just your game plan, like oh maybe we can just outscore them this game. They still got people that can score as well, like in Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr.
Well, Jamal Murray's a bad man, bro. When Jamal
That's
Murray's
what
in
I'm
his
saying.
bag,
Like
it's different.
they're so well balanced as a team that it's hard to. They're going to be a hard out in a 7-game series.
Yeah, they lost a lot of that depth though. I know they still got Christian Braun and they got
Well, yeah, they got to stay healthy.
yeah,
That's
nah.
a big
One
factor.
piece goes down, they may not be the same.
Yeah.
Bruce, what's second on your list?
oh, it's next on the list. Since we was talking about Porzingis, I mean, let's talk about Porzingis was called for a technical foul on a flop. I mean, it's a new rule. It's been playing in the NBA. How you guys feel about it?
Well, I saw the Knicks lose a game, the first game of the year, off of one of those flop calls when Jalen Brunson got fouled at the 3-point line. So personally, I hate it. I know that they don't want people flopping in the league anymore, but you can't put that in the ref's hand, especially if they're just going to look at it and they can't tell what's happening in the middle of the game. Like you don't know how hard I'm getting pushed. Like if Giannis pushed me, I may fly like 12 feet, bro. You never know. And I'm not really trying to flop. It's just is it gonna fix some of these people like James Harden and people doing some crazy shit? Because some people be flopping too much and it's egregious and it can slow down the pace of the game and it can really destroy the pace of the game. But nah,
It has
if
to
it's
be
gonna
called
cost
right.
me, yeah.
Yeah, I think it has to be called right. I'm fine with trying to take flopping out like as much as possible. Like it's still gonna happen, but if it's so like obvious and you want to call it, sure. But yeah, I don't want it to be like a constant thing where every player like, oh, we think he flopped, so we're gonna blow the whistle.
And I guarantee you, not one of these texts are gonna get caught on LeBron James. LeBron be flopping the most in the league too, but I guarantee you, not one of these texts are gonna get caught on Bron.
He do. My thing with the flop thing is like, again, like y'all said, it has to be done right. Like, yeah, I feel like it's good in theory, but like I'm gonna say something. You know, I've never been a ref, so I don't know how it feels or like, all the things that go into it. But a lot of these refs, you can tell they just never played basketball before. They never played it growing up. They just watched it, or like they were on their dad's team, so they were on the team just because of that, but they didn't really play because like they be missing some calls and calling some things. It's like, yo, if you play basketball, you know what that was. You know what I mean? Like you don't need a rule book. And I'm afraid like some of the flopping things gonna fall in that same category because like there are some flops that's just like it's just natural. You feel me? Like someone hit me in my face and the ref don't call it. I'm throwing my head back so he knows I just got hit in the face. I shouldn't get called for a flopping foul because I actually got hit in the face. You know what I mean? So it's like I think it's really hard to tell between that, like in the flow of the game, like with on half a second notice. It's kind of hard to do. But hey, if they can implement it good, then kudos. But like we said on the first game, they got it wrong already. So like,
I don't
series.
trust refs into like sports today. Like I don't trust
Exactly.
refs to begin with. So now I'm gonna trust them to make like these calls in terms of flops. It is a tough situation.
Yeah, but I think as we get into like near the playoffs and finals, and they have like their smaller pool of refs that they use, like the more veteran refs, it'll probably look a lot better. But some of these early games were just like someone getting their first referee opportunity, like we might see some nonsense calls.
Some bad ones, yeah.
As long as it's not against my team, though, I don't care. But
Hey, man.
That's usually how it is. You call on the other team. I'm not like again the Kristaps one I had no problem with, but when you call on Jalen Brunson, I was like, what the fuck is this?
And a 4-point swing on that, bro, that's crazy. Like,
yeah, Don't.
right,
I love fucking Knicks.
Yeah.
what we got next?
Since Chuka already talked about his team, let's hear about how you feel about the Chicago Bulls. I mean Bulls. I said Bills.
Man.
Chicago Bulls.
look,
Sorry.
I feel great. I'm not gonna lie. I feel great because I knew they were going to suck, and they suck. So I'm fine. Like I had no expectations for this team, and they showed me why I have no expectations. So I'm good. The Bulls are one of those teams where I think the fact that they're in a large market gets to their head a lot of times. Like they would overevaluate players and like think people are better than they are because they're supposed to be a good team. So they're like, all right, we can make Zach LaVine, DeMar, and Vucevic a championship contender. Yeah, we can convince ourselves that. No, that was never working from day one. Like never. And like when they were the first seed and everyone was like, they had all the hype, I just knew in the back of my head, this team is not sustainable. Like DeMar's game, it just stops the ball and it's just inefficient when it comes to taking 2-point shots versus 3-point shots. Zach LaVine, he's always injured now and he's getting older and he's always trying to foul bait and he's taking step back threes that are super contested. And Vucevic, I feel like he just feels like a big of last decade, man. Like I feel like the time just kind of passed him. He's still super slow-footed, still can't play defense, and he could kind of shoot once in a while, which kind of tricks people, but he really can't shoot. And I forgot. I think it was you, Brandon, who said it earlier before the call. Like our best player right now is Alex Caruso, bro. Like Alex Caruso right now. Like what am I supposed to do with that? So it's like they need to blow it up. They've been needing to blow it up. They need to trade everyone whose name is not Patrick Williams or Lonzo Ball, because even though Lonzo's hurt, I still believe in him. But anyone who's not Lonzo Ball or Patrick Williams, you can get traded. You can go. I don't really care. Zach LaVine, maybe stay. But what was that?
Full on tank mode.
Oh, full on tank mode. It should have happened. And again, I think it's because they think they are in a big market and they have like the allure of Chicago behind them. They don't want to fully rebuild and put their fans through that. But like they need to put their fans through that. They got to do it. Like there's a couple teams that need to rebuild actually, but the Bulls is one of them.
It's one of those teams that like they had so much success. Just like it was, you're pushing like 30 years now, but it wasn't that long ago. There's a lot of fans that like grew up and were used to 6 championships. We were the top of the world. So now even when it's hard to move off of players that become fan favorites, I think, because there's like such a culture there with Chicago.
But I mean, if you have a players only meeting after the first game, right? And then the next game, so they had players only meeting after the first game. Then the second game they played the Raptors they played next, and they barely won in overtime to a Raptors team with literally no offense. And then they got spliffed by the Pistons. It's like,
he gave 51.
What are we doing? Like no players only meeting is helping that. You got spliffed by Cade Cunningham's good. He's good. Don't get me wrong. But you got spliffed by Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren.
Jalen Duren's getting there. We had like 18 rebounds. I like that guy.
Yes, but it's like it's just certain games. If you're gonna be a competitive team, there's certain games you have to not even if you don't win, you have to look competitive. The Pistons just look like a flat out better team than them. Better coach, better players, better defense, better everything. I'm like, yo, I'm over this team already. You feel me?
Yeah.
So who's the first one you want to trade?
Oh, DeMar. Gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta do it while you still got value on him.
But can DeMar actually? You think DeMar can go to a team they can win a championship? Like he can help a team?
Oh no, but he can trick them into it. I promise the Lakers will pull the trigger. I know they would. The Lakers would definitely.
You don't think DeMar can help a team win a championship, like as like a second option or third option?
No. No. I do not.
If this was DeMar 2 years ago when he was hitting them game winners like every other game, then I'd probably say yes. But the way he's been looking recently, he's slowed down a lot. Maybe he's disinterested because the team is
how old is DeMar?
He's older now, like 35.
He's probably not even that. He's probably actually not that old. He just has an old game. He's probably like, probably like 35, 33, 4 or 5. I don't know.
You gotta think if he's getting out like the athleticism does
He's
eventually start to
34.
wear off.
The motivation is 34.
34. Okay. Yeah. Because his play style, you can think like it could definitely age quickly. It's not like a Steph play style where I think Steph could play maybe till he's 40.
His play style, he's like to me, he's a smaller Brandon Ingram. He doesn't have the length. He definitely doesn't have the defense Brandon Ingram gives, but it's a lot of mid range. He's going to try to beat you 1-on-1. He's going to find his spots on the court. If he's off, he's really off, and he's not going to hit a lot of threes. Yeah, he's not going to help the Bulls aren't going to win games.
So let me put it like this. So I know Brandon, your favorite team is the Knicks. Justin, is your favorite team the Knicks too?
Yeah.
And Bruce, what's your favorite team? Bruce, yeah,
Bruce like everyone.
What's your favorite team? Please tell us, Bruce. What is your favorite team?
It's Devin Booker, Jamal Murray.
Bro, because my favorite college basketball team is Kentucky. I gotta rock out with the guys, but
So half the league.
I'm voting for the Suns this year.
Okay, you're going for the Suns. All right. Would y'all take DeMar DeRozan on y'all team?
No. I mean, the Knicks. Hold up. With how Tom Thibodeau plays,
would y'all take DeMar DeRozan on your team? Yes or no?
He has to play defense though. Tom Thibodeau is not.
He don't
taking
play defense. So would you take DeMar DeRozan on your team?
Are y'all getting Julius Randle though?
You gotta give us something. You're gonna have to give us Julius or Jalen, or
You ain't getting Jalen.
maybe RJ. I guess you could put a package on RJ if you want to do that.
RJ looking good this year, man.
Yeah, RJ doing calm.
He is.
Nah, I'm not taking him. It's actually
Yeah.
That's exactly
It's
my
the
point.
only move where as the Knicks roster stands, the only move that makes any sense. There's two. It's either moving on from Julius Randle, or you can also package Randle and do this. You go and get a star and try to make a push, because there's teams that have superstars and there's teams that don't. The teams that don't, they're not going to win anything. And I'm a Knicks fan, but I love Jalen Brunson, but they lack that true superstar player that's going to make them compete against teams like Milwaukee, Boston, if they can make it all the way, Phoenix, and so on, Denver.
Well, see, me 2 years ago, I wanted Brandon Ingram. I wanted to trade for Brandon Ingram back when his value was lower, and the Knicks obviously didn't want to make that move. But now, when the Pelicans make the Western Conference Finals out of nowhere, they're going to do something this year. That defense is real.
Nah,
that defense is real. Y'all sleeping on that defense. Zion is healthy, and Zion looks good this year. They're a very sleeper team right now. And you already know, my boy.
For 80 games, 80 more games.
Hey, bro, they're chilling. They're deep too, man. And I've been seeing some of their players. They're gonna be a sneaky team. They're gonna be the Kings of last year. Just watch out.
When Zion was healthy.
What's up?
Weren't they like the first or second seed when Zion was healthy?
Yeah, they were amazing. It's just he got hurt. He's in shape this year though, and the way he's moving, I saw him go for the layup against the Knicks. Look like me in my prime, man, on an 8-foot hoop. It was good, man.
I do hope Zion stays healthy though.
I will say about the Pelicans, they're also missing two players are probably gonna be their most impactful players, like they're not their stars. Jose Alvarado and Trey Murphy. Jose Alvarado, that point of attack defender, that makes such a big difference in the league. Like,
yeah, he's an energy player.
And Trey Murphy's good for 4 or 5 threes a game when he's hot.
Bro, he might be good for more. The way, I don't know if you've been peeping, but like the way the players have been talking about Trey Murphy in the offseason, they've been talking like he's about to come out and average like 18 to 20 points playing lockdown defense. So if he brings that,
he's a freak athlete too. If he gets you on a pump fake, he's not finishing with a layup. He's going for your head.
He got a 3 ball or no? I don't know much of Trey Murphy.
He's 42%. That's consistent.
I just gotta pay attention for the Pelicans. I'm sleeping on the Pelicans.
Wait till midway through the season. We're going to come back to this part of the video when I said the Pelicans are going to make it deep. They're going to lose to the Kings probably. But, I'm telling you, the Kings are going to do something.
If they lose to the Kings, that would be a great matchup.
It'll probably be like Pelicans 6 seed, Kings 3 seed, probably.
And if CJ McCollum doesn't sell, CJ McCollum always sells in the playoffs. If he finally just doesn't sell in the playoffs, he has 1 year. I'm telling you, this is going to be the year. And if he does, if it looks like if they can smell the selling come, trade him. Get someone. Go for whoever's playing bad right now. Go get Paul George.
Trade him. Who traded for CJ McCollum?
Package him.
Who doing that?
Someone, man. Yeah, you got to give up your next.
That sound like a Lakers move.
CJ, that's a solo thing with CJ.
It does.
That's such a Lakers move.
Go get Rui Hachimura. But all right, Chuka, you got anything that you wrote down too?
About what? About a specific question or just in general?
Anything, whatever you got. I mean, I got some
Let me see.
questions, but I'm
Where
waiting.
I want to see who do y'all think is that next team that's gonna take like that jump? Because I feel like last year was the Kings, right? Like
Yeah.
that just came out of nowhere. Like who are y'all feeling? Because I feel like there's a lot of options this year.
I'm thinking OKC.
Yeah. If it's
SGA and Josh Giddey, I think they might do something.
it's time. I think it's time for OKC.
It's time.
I like the Pelicans answer too though. Because when Zion was healthy, they were really good. So I think either one of them, but yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a big fan of just what OKC has done in terms of just getting talent
They have
and
40 million picks.
yeah, of just drafting good talent and good players. And I just think it's about time it finally starts to really work and they're a playoff team and maybe even can win a series.
They got some depth too. That's what I'm saying. Like they're a solid team all around.
Yeah, they just got to make that jump.
A team a lot of people are hyped about last year, and I think they're going to play a lot better this year. Hopefully, I'm hoping Evan Mobley finally takes his leap. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, they got size, which you're going to need to win in the East. They got the shooting and they got the player. They have a star. Donovan Mitchell is a star. I want to say, I know people are like, oh, he's not top 10. He's not this. He's not that. When the game counts, Donovan Mitchell is going to ball out. And they didn't have Darius Garland for half of all last season, too. So he didn't even get to play with them for most of the year. So they went into that playoff matchup against the Knicks without a Darius Garland really at 100%. I think they could probably take a leap. If they see the Knicks this year in the playoffs, I think they beat the Knicks. I think they beat the Heat. I think they just can't run into
Giannis and Dame.
A team they're going to run
or
into.
76ers or Celtics.
Boston or Milwaukee or maybe Philly.
Yeah, those
Philly
three.
ain't a problem. They beat Philly.
Actually, they probably could.
Philly ain't a problem.
Philly ain't a problem. They got Jared Allen and Evan Mobley.
Philly's a problem.
But no, bro. The thing is, right? No, Brandon, you gotta understand. Philly is not a problem to like tier 1 teams, but tier 2 teams, tier 3 teams, Philly a problem.
Well, I'm thinking Cavaliers are gonna take that leap into a tier 1.
But they're not gonna be a tier 1 team.
You think Cleveland is their best team in the conference?
Best team in the conference?
Third best.
Third best team in the conference?
Yeah, because I would say Boston, Milwaukee. Would you put Cleveland third?
Honestly, if they take that leap, if Darius Garland,
I feel like Philly's like that third.
Wait, hold on. Before Donovan Mitchell got there, were y'all forget what Darius Garland was really doing?
Oh, we ain't forget. He a dog.
Like double-doubles every single game, 14, 15, 16 assists. If he can run the offense and Donovan Mitchell could pair with him and they can go back and forth, maybe they got to run with the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. One has to stay on the court a little bit longer. Like there's like 3 situations where if they figure it out, Luka, Kyrie, that's one.
Wait, hold on. Before we keep going, I just need about the Cavs real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna say something.
Shout out Karis LeVert. Let me get that out.
Shout out Karis LeVert. I'm happy he's healthy and shit now. You feel me? I'm gonna say something real quick. For anyone who lives in Cleveland, all 10 of y'all.
Sorry about that.
Don't take offense to what I'm about to say. I don't believe in the Cavs, man. Two things. The defense of that backcourt and their quote unquote size. That size they quote unquote got, they don't have this. For anyone just listening to audio, I'm pointing to my heart right now. They don't got that dog. We saw Mitchell Robinson destroy them. Mitchell Robinson, because he wanted it more. That's it.
Mitchell Robinson's a Louisiana boy, man. You know how they be.
Hey, and that's why I'm saying Embiid is going to be a problem because when Embiid really he gets me tight sometimes, but when he really wants to play in the paint, I don't think they got the size they really need to handle him. And their backup big is Dean Wade. So I don't know.
Oh, wait, no, they got Max Strus.
Max, who he guarding? Who you putting? Tyrese Maxey will literally eat him alive, chew him up, spit him out, and step
he's
on
a burner.
He will literally destroy Max Strus. He will literally destroy him, bro.
I like Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey is a faster version. Nah, I think him and Emmanuel Quickly are about the same speed. He's Emmanuel Quickly with the leash taken off. I think Emmanuel Quickly got that in his game, but that's for another day. I already talked about that before. But no, I like the Cavs though, yo. Like, I'm gonna say it right now.
With the Cavs, I just think could 7-game series. Could they maybe beat Philly because Philly underachieves in the playoffs every year? It seems like, yeah.
Not anymore.
But I think again, some teams have stars, some teams don't. I love Donovan Mitchell. I would have loved the Knicks traded for him, and I still think he might end up a Knick one day in his career. But I don't put him in that same stratosphere like as Joel Embiid, who's the reigning MVP. Like I think he's a superstar, and is a difference in a series like that.
All right, yo, we gonna have to see. Hey, 3 games into last season, I know people weren't talking like this about the Kings, so hey, I'm willing to take. I'm willing to take a bet.
Hey, hold on though. I'm not gonna lie. After the Celtics and Bucks, I actually got the Knicks right there at 3, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
The Knicks are up there.
The Knicks,
they're got that spot.
Knicks is solid, bro. Dante DiVincenzo, that was a great pickup. Great.
Off the bench, that was a value pickup.
So to start the year, Jalen Brunson's off right now, probably because he didn't play that much, probably because of Olympics and everything. But the Knicks,
he still got like one of the most threes hitting. Though,
he hit like 8 threes last game. He's wilding.
Yeah.
Against the Hawks though.
Chuka, you know, a Tom Thibodeau system, he gonna burn his players out by game 60. At least someone gonna be hurt. These dudes are gonna be tired. It's gonna be a 7 to 8 man rotation. Like this is what he does to his players.
Yep.
I don't think the Knicks winning anything till at least next year or the year after, unless they make a trade. They need one more trade.
I mean, to be fair, I think they ran a 7 to 8 man lineup because their 9th man was Evan Fournier. So I think that's why they had to shrink that bench a little bit. They have a lot more depth than but 1 or 2 more players that I feel like Tom Thibodeau trusts a little bit more this year.
But then
bringing in a guy like Dante too, and it's pretty much the same team, and then you add an extra player that's gonna just make you better.
2 years ago, though, he was playing Alfred Payton as the starting point guard, and he was playing 22 minutes a game.
Like Brandon, you know, Tom Telesco, bro. He don't like playing young players.
Got it. Thibodeau, yeah, he has favorites.
Yeah, Tom Thibodeau, not Telesco.
He don't got favorites. He just likes defense, and Evan Fournier ain't play that.
But Julius Randle shouldn't be getting the minutes he gets if you're talking about defense.
Yeah, he has to. He has to.
He's the best player.
No,
other teams at least.
Besides Jalen Brunson just became back.
Jalen Brunson
before then
didn't have that dog in him. It's just he was in Luka's shadow.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like this past year, that's what I said. Like Jalen Brunson got that. But I'm talking about the years before. Julius Randle was the best player on the team.
And Julius Randle lost us. If Jalen Brunson was there for that
Hawks series,
he would at least won 7. Because the Hawks were real at that year. Where who was the coach? Damn.
But also had D Rose averaging 19. So I mean,
Nate McMillan was Nate McMillan?
Yeah,
probably.
That team was real. That Hawks, also the Hawks.
I mean, they made the conference finals that year.
Oh yeah, the Hawks got to blow it up though. That's
and who the Hawks play in the conference finals? They played in the Bucks. He had a cakewalk. Put that Giannis had a cakewalk.
Hey, you know what game I was at? Game 6, KD gave 50, like 50. What was it? 54 points, something like that.
Hey! You don't forget they was up. They was down 1-0 against Spliff in game 2 until Giannis stepped under Kyrie. Let's put that out there. James Harden on one hamstring, and they lost because KD's feet too big. We just gonna pull all those factors out there, man. Just put them all out there.
Yo, another conversation I wanted to have too. If as a superstar, like not counting them Spurs days, is Kawhi Leonard. If he didn't get that championship in Toronto, is he the most overrated superstar in NBA history?
No,
if he didn't get the championship.
That
was one because he had a Giannis run. He had a Giannis run too. That's the same exact thing.
Yeah, but he's not overrated. I mean, when Kawhi is actually healthy and he plays the full 35 minutes he plays, he's probably the best player, like a top 5 player in the league. He produces on the floor. It's just his availability is just not there, and that's what's hurting his career.
He can't get through a playoff stretch. What Billy thinks Lamar Jackson is, that's really Kawhi Leonard. Like that's really what he is, bro. He'll get through one series and he'll win you a series too. But by the second series, that foot gonna act up, or that knee gonna act up. The
Well,
cat.
I don't think he's overrated. I think people like just know what he is. Like he's when fully healthy, one of the best players in the world. He has 2 championships, and the Toronto year is iconic because he just went there. Oh yeah, 3 went there the 1 year, and then and won it all. So
and went off a crazy ass last second shot.
yeah.
Basically,
So I think he like
was
people
alive.
just recognize like his legacy for what it is, and that when he's fully healthy, he's one of the best players in the world. But he's not healthy.
and then played a dismantled Warriors team, which the Warriors did injure him too back on Spurs day. So I guess what goes around comes around. But still, like
I won't say he's the most overrated only specifically because of what he did with the Spurs. You can't just like he also won Defensive Player of the Year over there. So like that's
that's a system though. Greg Popovich, he was grooming him into being the player that he is, and then he
groomed him pretty well. He's still that player, bro.
It's a system, and he left and he won a title right away.
Yeah.
So
we see a lot of players try to get groomed, but they're just really not that guy, so they can't do it. You still have to be that guy to like fill out what they're trying to groom you into.
Yeah,
but if I had to give an answer for a most overrated superstar, my answer is unequivocally James Harden. If James Harden didn't win that MVP that 1 year, we look at James Harden so differently. So if James Harden didn't win that MVP that year, he's literally a glorified Bradley Beal. Average, just can put up buckets, but does nothing else. What else he do?
No, you're right.
So you think if Bradley Beal
doesn't win?
If Bradley Beal got put in a Mike D'Antoni system, and he got 25 to 30 shots, 33 pointers a game, and he got to pass the ball like that, you think he's having a season like that as well?
I don't think he's having the exact season because I do think James Harden is still a better passer. But I think what you lose on that passing, I think you also get back on some of Beal's defense. Beal's a very underrated defender. I think that got lost a lot in those down years with Washington. Who's going to defend when your team is 2-12? I'm not playing defense either. We're going to lose anyway. You feel me? So it's like it's just I can't the playoff mishaps year after year. Now he can't stay healthy, and now it's gotten to the point where his own team don't want him and other teams don't want him. It's like we look at him a lot differently if he didn't win that one MVP award. Like he should be happy he got that.
But he's
he's a big off the court.
He needs that.
So wait, so you think if he didn't get that MVP award, you think he's still making it to the top 75?
If he didn't get an MVP, no. You can't be
without that MVP. Yeah, probably not. Considering who was left off of it, without it, he probably doesn't make it, even despite his insane numbers. But then again, that was that one MVP season when he really was averaging.
Oh, ridiculous!
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Like,
and the Rockets were
talk
first
about him
seed.
at a certain aspect because of that season.
Yeah, but he also took the Rockets to the first seed. So I mean. You gotta give it to him. He was winning games that year. He was.
No, bro. We've seen Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver, Jay Crowder. I don't remember who their 3 was. Al Horford. That Hawks team that was terrible. They got the first seed. Bro. The first seed don't know.
What do you mean?
Hey, yo, they played
I could also say Russell Westbrook didn't get first seed and he was averaging a triple double. He got third seed.
That's my other question too. So in their peaks. Because I know we got a big Kyrie Irving fan here as well right now.
Woo.
In their peaks, if you had these 4 players right now, I want you to rate them in their peaks. Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, John Wall, and who's 4th? Derrick Rose. Yeah.
Damn, you got to put Derrick Rose.
Quickly before that. Back on the James Harden thing, a counter you could make, though, if Russell Westbrook averages 9.9 rebounds that season, James Harden probably has 2 MVPs.
That's a fact. It was very close.
If Russ doesn't average a triple-double and that narrative and story wasn't the way it was, James probably gets back-to-back.
If Chris Paul doesn't go down, they probably win a championship too. Like, they were playing really well going against the Warriors that year when they missed 43s.
I was about to say, Chris Paul being there don't make you make more threes. You still gonna miss all 40 of those threes.
He gonna set up a few better shots, hopefully.
No, they were open shots. They were shooting open shots. They were bricking.
Oh, that's the year where I'm like, all right, maybe he should have got his chip right there, and then he probably should have got one. Oh, nah.
No, I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play. Maybe he would have should have got his chip because he should have got his chip if he just hit his threes. That's like he would have got his chip if he just hit his threes. It's not like the injury happened. They couldn't get into the offense. They were just missing wide open shots.
Justin,
so
what's our policy? What's our policy on ifs in YGC?
Billy's not here for that. That's Billy. That's yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Back into it. Russell Westbrook, John Wall, Kyrie Irving, and Derrick Rose, and their piece top 4.
So you said Russ, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and who?
Kyrie. Yeah.
And I gotta answer this objectively, like as an unbiased fan.
Objectively, same team around them. They get the perfect team built around them. Whatever you think is the perfect team built around them. Who has the biggest bag? Who has the most talent between those 4 players in their primes?
With the perfect team built around them.
Yeah.
This is gonna be crazy. Wait, hold on. James Harden. Say the names one time.
Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
John Wall. Kyrie Irving. And Russell Westbrook.
I won't lie. This is gonna sound crazy. John Wall with a perfect team around him is OD. Because you gotta remember, he was getting first team defensive player. He was getting like first team all defense too. Like, and if you build a team around him that takes care of the fact that he can't really shoot like that, and he's just running the offense, like imagine like what he is right now. I would say is like, I don't get this confused because this other player can shoot, but imagine like a modern day Tyrese Halliburton with a little less 3-ball but more defense. That's what John Wall's again, the board, pushing the pace, averaging 10 assists, defending the best guard. And you know how important it is to defend the best guard. And he's still putting up about 20 points. But his second best player was Bradley Beal and Marcin Gortat. You feel me? So it's like,
it's different when you.
I'll give you a situation.
John Wall,
bad situation. Outside
he needs
of
a perfect situation.
Yeah, he need a Klay Thompson, KD, all that.
Oh my God, that would be crazy. Oh my.
John Wall, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is probably one of the most underrated. Healthy, like 4 or 5 years ago, Klay Thompson is one of the most underrated players I've ever seen in my life. Back when he was locking people down and then shooting 15 threes a game and hitting about 6, 7, 8 of those per game, that's a different story.
Wait, let me finish this ranking though, just so get it. I'm literally putting John Wall number 1. I'm sorry, I'm doing it. Doing it.
You're gonna have people on you in the comment section about
I know, but you said perfect situation around them.
Perfect situation,
That's a perfect situation. The rest of those players can probably do more with less, but perfect situation, John Wall in his prime would be crazy. I'm just gonna say that. But I'm gonna go John Wall. Then I'm probably gonna go Russ.
Wait, you think Russ? Hold up.
No, I don't want to go. I don't agree with that.
I might go Russ. Who you going to? James Harden?
Oh no, Derrick
Rose.
Rose.
I would go Kyrie second.
Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is a monster.
Derrick Rose was in this. What? Hold on.
No, it's not Harden. Harden ain't in this conversation.
Oh, it's no Harden. Yo, I can't do this. I'm a Derrick Rose fan. That's my favorite player right now. I can't answer this question. Derrick Rose number 1. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
That John Wall take, that's gonna go hard, bro. We don't finish the question number 2.
I got you. I'm finish. All right, we're gonna have John Wall at 1.
All right. You going with John Wall at 1 too, Bruce?
Yeah, John Wall. I told y'all, I was like John Wall. I told you this earlier, John Wall.
Dougie on them. Hey,
I'm gonna go Kyrie. Derrick Rose. I'm gonna go Derrick Rose second, Kyrie third, Westbrook 4. Only because the Westbrook at 4 is if he has a perfect team around him. I know how Westbrook get. He really not much of an off-ball movement type player. He literally got to have the ball in his hands the whole time, and that's just like you got a great team around that. It's hard to kind of function and scheme around that. Well, not hard, but it's going to be harder than when you have a guy facilitating actually, like way more.
All right, now this is probably a better question too. Could any of those 4 players win a championship with them being the best player on the team?
That's what I was about to say. Like, I honestly don't think any of them are true ones though on a championship team. Like maybe
Derrick Rose in his prime.
Maybe
is
Derrick
Derrick Rose,
Rose
maybe.
could have
That's
been.
what I was thinking.
Again, like Derrick, but that's like a maybe. Like I don't know. Like we never got to really see it.
We got pretty close to it.
I know. We saw
yeah.
we saw his MVP season.
When he took on LeBron James, D Wade, and Bosh, and he was dunking on all of them. Like he was going crazy.
No, that's what makes like this topic interesting because I think Rose, if he never got hurt, could have been the only guy that would have been like a first option on a true championship contender. Like Russ was a first option on a 6 seed while winning MVP. We saw what Kyrie is as a number one, and John Wall too. Like I know he wasn't in the best situations, but he was never truly like a contender as the first option.
Now,
I will say though, we've seen a lot of them as number one options, but again, they didn't have the perfect situation around them. When Kyrie had the near perfect situation around them, he won a chip. Granted, that perfect situation was LeBron James.
He was the one.
He was the second option.
But in some of those games, LeBron was at scoring 30, and Kyrie was right there scoring 30. So it's like I feel like if you had like maybe like a LeBron type player, but instead of averaging 30, maybe averaging like 20, 10, and 10 all across the board, and Kyrie can just go average 30, and the rest of the team is the same. I think he could do it still.
And then last one, De'Aaron Fox. Somehow, I'm not saying he will, somehow gets a championship in the next 2 to 3 years. Is he better than everyone we just named on that list? Like he has
accolades. What's his individual accolades look like? Let's say
nothing
3 year
really
stretch,
solid.
he wins a title somewhere in there. Does he have any like first?
But he just developed last year. Like last year, was he all NBA last year? If he wasn't, he should have been.
I think so. I think they gave it to Sabonis. I feel like they gave it to Sabonis.
Yeah.
I don't think they got 2.
Yeah,
it's not even Sabonis. Sabonis, he makes that team work because what Sabonis does, he's kind of like a mini Jokic. He's a smaller type of Jokic. He gets to run the one. He'll run the pick and roll up top. Their pick and roll is very similar to Jamal Murray's and Nikola Jokic's. It's just De'Aaron Fox isn't the outside shooter that Jamal Murray is. To me, I think Jamal Murray is probably one of the most underrated players in the league right now. Just because all the hype is on Jokic right now. But
nice.
It's well deserved though. That's well deserved hype though.
Bro, you love that man, bro. You were gassing it up.
Wait, Jamal, me and Bruce we were like 15 years old. Fucking
Jamal Murray.
Bro, Kentucky Jamal Murray, bro.
He's underrated in every aspect.
They said he was only supposed to be a sharpshooter, and he's not only a sharpshooter. So
everyone was like gassing up Buddy Hield, and then me and Bruce like, nah, Jamal.
Yeah, everyone thought Buddy Hield was supposed to be like some savvy scorer, and he can't even hit open 3 now. So
Malik Monk is low key better than Buddy Hield was ever supposed to be. Malik Monk playoff run last year too. Malik Monk watch out for that 6th man of the year if he keeps on.
I call Malik Monk J.R. Smith 2.0. He played just like J.R. Same shot IQ, everything.
When he's hot, the game.
Oh, if he's hot, he might hit a step back turnaround from 3.
Yeah,
but he also might airball it. You feel me?
You take what you get.
That's experience.
He got his little highlight dunks in there.
Oh no, he'll punch it on you. If you sleep on him, he'll really punch it. He's that type of dude. But all right, this game is about to start.
I got one more.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, shoot it.
All right, so so is the Memphis Grizzlies gonna digress this year?
Ooh, I'm gonna say no.
To the point that they might miss the playoffs.
The playoffs. They might miss it, but I don't think they're gonna miss it overall. I don't think so.
You think? What do you think? Play in?
Yeah, if they're playing with Ja Morant, they're good.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is make that play-in tournament.
Yeah.
I think we can't really judge the Grizzlies until we get to the second half of the season. I think it's more than just Ja Morant, also Brandon Clark. Coming off that torn AC, he probably is gonna come back around All-Star break a little bit after that. They need him, especially now with Steven Adams being out. They need another like big man to play some serviceable minutes. But I think right now what they're doing is setting the foundation for when they come back, because people forget Zaire Williams used to start on that team, but then last year he had a down year. Right now they're grooming him to to be that starting 3 when everyone's back and healthy. Like they're getting ready for it. So don't be surprised in the second half of the season. Zaire Williams is hitting his 3 points again. He's playing defense. He might catch a couple bodies, dunking on people. Like do not sleep on him. Do not.
What I need to see at the Grizzlies right now, Jaren Jackson Jr. He's very inconsistent on offense, but defensively he's the real deal. He's a superstar. He'll block shots. He can guard the perimeter as well. Marcus Smart's on the team. Williams is long. They got the pieces for it. I need to see a top 5 to top 10 defense before John Morant comes back into the game. If John Morant comes back on that team and they're looking like a top tier defense, he adds his explosiveness and athleticism with that potential defense. And Brandon Clark is the same guy, bouncy, 6'8", kind of like a more athletic pseudo Draymond Green role. He's not going to shoot the ball, but he could be a rim runner kind of. You go small ball lineups, you can match up really well with him. I need to see something out of the team before they come back, but they got to set a foundation. They gotta build a foundation. They gotta stand on business right now.
He's got what, 25 games?
Yep.
Yeah. They got 20-something more to do.
And what's his name? Not Dylan Brooks.
Dylan
Desmond Bane's a real deal.
By the
Desmond Bane, if he's, I think he really is that guy, but he has potential to be something really special. I think that could be a real good 1-2 punch. I don't know where Marcus Smart fits. I don't know if Bane's really a 3, especially against those bigger teams like Denver. If he has to go up against Michael Porter Jr. or Aaron Gordon, that may not be a good day. Even though he built stocky, like Desmond Bane, like he 6'4", 6'5", but his arms are like 5'3". Like he's muscular. So we gonna see.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, in an ideal world, it would be Marcus Smart move to that bench, Zaire Williams move to that 3, and then they really gonna get it rocking. But in terms of their defense, I kind of look at since it's a primarily football podcast, I'm gonna make a little analogy. I'm gonna try my best, but I look at John Morant kind of like a running back in the league. In terms of how he affects the defense, like I think his constant pressure on the rim on offense, putting bigs in foul trouble and stuff, helps them play better defense as a team. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, I would want them to have a good ranking defense before he comes back, but I feel like he is a big reason why their defense can be as good as it is. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I kind of think like
he's like a dual threat. He's like a dual threat back. Like having him out there, just you have to prepare so much different.
Yeah.
He's what Saquon is to the Giants.
That's kind of what I was gonna even say, like Saquon to the Giants. Even like I feel like when Saquon's out there, that offense you have to prepare different.
Yeah,
even if they're not good in general, like still, it's such a difference maker.
Or I'm happy that analogy landed. I was freestyling that.
Hey, Justin in here, a football analogy is gonna land. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Hey, Justin, you wanna wrap it up?
Thanks everyone for tuning in. I don't know how long this even is because my timer's not working. But
it's 48 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna get going.
This far, we love you. First basketball episode, first of many. Chuka, you will be back on.
Style or die, shameless plug. What's up?
Hey, Style or die if you need that fashion stuff. You feel me? FreeWes if you want to see the skincare routine. More hoops, please. I'm on TikTok with some basketball content right there. So tap in with me. I'm everywhere. You feel me?
Everything will be in the description.
What was that?
Everything will be in the description as well.
Sir.
We got you. And again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. Peace.